Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carl. I'm a recovery coach at Cap Recovery Center. This is our Gratitude Tuesday meeting for the day. I have an article by mindful.org. So if you like this article, you can go to mindful.org. And I have how to practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude has an incredible effect from improving your mental health to boosting our relationships with others. Explore ways you can be more appreciative in our mindful guide to gratitude. Practicing gratitude can be a game changer. It has had far reaching effects from improving our mental health to boosting our relationships with others. Living your life with gratitude helps you notice the little wins, like the bus showing up right on time, a stranger holding the door for you, or the sun shining through your window when you wake up in the morning. Each of these small moments strings together to create a web of well being that over time strengthens your ability to notice the good. Yeah, we don't think about the little things, right? To be grateful, like it talks about in here, is like the little wins in life, the little subtle things that we got to be grateful for. And sometimes we can overlook them things, especially in active addiction. A lot of times we're not grateful for anything. We're very ungrateful. But this is some of the practices that we can practice in our daily lives for gratitude. And it's the 10 ways to practice daily gratitude. The little things, the little moments, there aren't little. Saying thank you, holding the door for someone, these little moments can change the tone of your whole day. One of the most powerful ways to rewire your brain for more joy and less stress is to focus on gratitude. Here are 10 simple ways to become more grateful. I like how it says that your brain, so if you practice some of these gratitudes, right, that your brain can rewire itself and it can reduce stress and anxiety and depression. So let's check out the 10 ways. So number one, keep a gratitude journal. Establish a daily practice in which you remind yourself of the gifts, grace, benefits, and good things you enjoy. Recalling moments of gratitude associated with ordinary events, your personal attributes, or valued people in your life gives you the potential to interweave a substantial theme of gratefulness into your life. So I always heard that in recovery, like keep a journal, a gratitude journal, and see what things that you're grateful for. So like when you're having a hard time or you're having stress, anxiety, depression, you can write a gratitude journal and you just write some of the things that you're grateful for, right? And so that can boost um, your mental state. It can make you uplift yourself and get out of the daily ruts that we can get in. We can, what I've learned too in recovery is like I can start my day over at any given time. I can't let things take over the way I feel sometimes. Life shows up, the daily grind of the in and outs of life. If we can remain grateful, we can have a better day. So number two, remember the bad. To be grateful in your life, to be grateful in your current state, it is helpful to remember the hard times that you once experienced. When you remember how difficult life used to be and how far you have come, you set up an explicit contrast in your mind, and this contrast is far grounded for gratefulness. So remember the bad it's saying, which we don't like sometimes. We don't want to think of the bad, but like I can be grateful for the bad things in my life, right? I can be grateful that I'm not in them bad things anymore. I'm on the other side of the bad things that went on in my life. So you always have to remember your bad or remember the past. You know what I mean? We don't have to stay stuck in it. We don't have to feel guilt, shame, remorse. We don't have to stay stuck in them feelings, but they do come, but we don't have to stay stuck. We can remember, let go, and move on. That's what I've learned also. I can't stay stuck in the past or stay stuck in the bad things that happen or things I've done or the things I've been through. I can let the emotions and feelings come. I can remember them, but I can forget them also. I can just move on with my life. Let's see here. Number 3. Ask yourself 3 questions. Meditate on your relationships with your parents, friends, siblings, work associates, children, and partners. Using these 3 questions, what have I received from? What have I given to? And what troubles and difficulty have I caused? That's good questions. So ask you a couple of questions during the day. This is what have I received from? What have I received from? What have I given to? And what troubles and difficulty have I caused? I like that end one. What troubles and difficulty have I caused? I can ask myself that, like a little inventory at the end of the day. What troubles did I cause? Now I can get to the solution. How can I fix them and not to repeat these troubles that I caused? So definitely asking yourself some questions and analyzing what's going on to the day-to-day grind, can definitely boost your gratitude and boost your mental state. Let's go to number 4. So share your gratitude with others. Research has found that expressing gratitude can strengthen relationships. So the next time your partner, friend, or family member does something you appreciate, be sure to let them know. Yeah, let people know that you appreciate them and thanking them and doing kind things for them. Also, to show your gratitude can not just help yourself, but uplift other people, like uplift them, and make them feel a sense of gratitude. And, we want to be, well, I want to be, let me see here, what's the word I'm looking for? Lead by example. That's what I'm looking for. Lead by example, and like some things rub off on others. Some things do, some things don't. But like if I lead by example and practice gratitude and show gratitude, that hopefully others can do as well. This one's pretty funny. It says, "Come to your senses." Through our sense, the ability to touch, see, smell, taste, and hear, we gain appreciation of what it means to be human and of what an incredible miracle it is to be alive. Seen through the lens of gratitude, the human body is not only a miraculous construction, but also a gift. Wow. So that's very powerful. That's very powerful for me. Like some people, some things don't have a sense of taste, smell, hearing, seeing, ability to walk, just being alive. We have to be grateful that we wake up every day and have all these things. And we might take granted. We're not too grateful sometimes. We take things for granted. Until we lose things or things happen, then we have a sense of appreciation, right? So we have to remain grateful for the things that we do have, and not really care about the things we don't have. Things come and go. But I appreciate and have gratitude for just being alive and having an opportunity to change my ways. I have a shop. So we'll go to number 6. Use visual reminders, because the 2 primary obstacles to gratefulness are forgetfulness and lack of mindful awareness. Visual reminders can serve as cues to trigger thoughts of gratitude. Oftentimes, the best visual reminders are other people. Cool. So use visual reminders. It says gratefulness or forgetfulness and a lack of mindful awareness. That's one thing I didn't really have an active addiction. Well, I didn't have was awareness, right? I knew to a certain extent, but like I wasn't aware of how much damage and pain and suffering I was causing myself and others, right? And today I don't have to live that way. So I have visual reminders that the things I used to do, the things I've been through, and the things I've done, right? And I don't have to act that way no more in recovery. And I can be grateful that I have a chance to change my ways, like I just talked about in the other one. As long as I'm alive, I have a shot. So let's go to number 7. Make a vow to practice gratitude. Research shows that making an oath to perform a behavior increases the likelihood that the action will be executed. Therefore, write your own gratitude vow, which could be as simple as I vow to count my blessings each day and post it somewhere where you will be reminded of it every day. I like that. So we can do like post-it notes, right? Make a vow of that. Like I'm going to do this every day, and I can have it somewhere I can see it and post the things I'm grateful for. That can definitely, it talks about being a game changer, right? Because I can have a bad day or I'm going through a bad emotion or feeling, or situation is not going my way, or whatever the case may be. And I can have these sticky notes or have reminders here that to be grateful. Be grateful. We talk about Cadillac problems, right? Things can be way worse. And they always can be. Listen, there's somebody out there that always have it way worse than us or way worse than me. So I have to remain humble and remain grateful that I have the problems I do have today, and be grateful for the things the problems I used to have, I don't have anymore. My life has changed, it revolved, and I got a full life. So I have to be grateful and remain grateful for the things I do have, even if they're problematic, even if I don't like them, even if they're an issue or whatever the case may be. It's like, well, I don't stay stuck in there. This will pass, right? And I know that as long as I don't get high and don't use, I have another chance to change, or don't repeat the same mistake. Hey, Jason, you're on mute, brother. I can't hear you. You're on mute. Oh, we lost it. So number 8. Let's see here. Watch your language. Something I work on, and I gotta work on more. Watch your language. Grateful people have a particular logistic style that uses the language of gifts, givers, blessings, blessed, fortunate, and abundance. In gratitude, you should not focus on how inherently good you are, but rather on the inherently good things that others have done on your behalf. So I look at watch your language, like cussing and stuff like that. That's definitely I have to work on with that. I think a lot of us do. So like if I'm cussing and swearing, this and that, am I being grateful? Right? Am I leading by example? What kind of message am I conveying to people? So I have to remind myself and have that sense of awareness that I can't be verbally aggressive, right? Cussing, swearing, or my tone of voice, or I have to be aware of all that stuff. So if I stick in gratitude and practice gratitude, that can lessen.
Can you hear me now?
There you go, brother.
Right on.
All right. So, you can share if you want. If not, we'll put you on mute. The article I have here is how to practice gratitude. So some of the ways we can practice gratitude.
Gotcha.
Awesome. It says go through the emotions. Grateful emotions include smiling, saying thank you, and writing letters of gratitude. By going through grateful emotions, you'll trigger the emotion of gratitude more than often. So it's like going through the emotions and feelings. I don't have to act out or react on emotions and feelings I'm going through. A lot of times when I do react to the emotions and feelings I'm going through, it causes more problems. It causing more pain and suffering, and I'm not practicing gratitude, right? So I have to be mindful, going through my emotions that I'm going through and not causing harm to others. So you just go through them. Emotions and feelings come and go. They don't last forever. So just go. It's going through, waves of recovery, as they say. So it says smiling, saying thank you. So it's nice and and practicing gratitude, saying thank you and smiling, all that stuff like that. But to actually put action, right? Action is sums it all for me. I can say thank you, I can smile, I can, but when I show some action and some appreciation and do for others, that's like a different part of gratitude for me. So number 10, number 10, think outside the box. If you want to make the most out of opportunities to flex your gratitude muscles, you must look creatively for new situations and circumstances in which to feel grateful. Please share the creative ways you found to help you practice gratitude. So some of the things that work for me, right, might not work for you. So I have to think outside the box and like pick up on people's techniques of gratitude, right? There's all kinds of techniques of gratitude. Journaling. There's let's say journaling says savor the good. Doing for others, right? The action part I was just talking about, doing for others, can give you a really deep sense of gratitude. I truly believe if I practice gratitude on a daily basis, it can definitely reduce anxiety, stress, depression. It can even make you physically feel better, right? Because sometimes when we physically don't feel good, spiritually we're not too good. So practicing gratitude, just that one thing, can definitely help you through your daily struggles. Where I came to believe that it does really help. We'll go to, let's see here. It says gratitude practices savor the moment. So savor the good. On days when gratitude feels difficult to find, tune into your senses. This meditation invites you to cultivate thankfulness by slowing down and noticing what you can see, hear, touch, smell, and taste. There doesn't have to be anything special going on in your order to practice gratitude. Maybe it's as simple as feeling grateful for your morning coffee or for a good book. Explore this simple practice to appreciate the little things. Yeah, man, being thankful and grateful for the little things. Because like I said earlier, a lot of things that there's people out there are way worse off than us, right?
That's right.
You agree?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, that's one of the things that makes me think outside the box. When I pull up and you see them homeless people standing there panhandling with a little sign, it's like that sign or that song. You know what I mean? Freaking put yourself in their shoes for a day, one day. And then think about where you're at, you know what I mean? And how grateful you need to be, because there's a lot worse going on out there. You could have it a lot worse than what you do. You know what I mean? And like, I think people forget that. They take things for granted, and you lose your gratefulness, man. You know what I mean? You really do. When you have it easy, but then all of a sudden you have a rough time and you throw a hissy fit. Well, what about that dude that's got it rough all day, 24/7? You know what I mean? Like, put yourself in his shoes for a day. That's what I think about.
Yeah, that's a good example, Jason, for real, because at that one time I was that person. You know what I mean?
Exactly, I was too.
And any given moment that can happen. If I don't apply what I was taught in recovery, I don't practice some of the things that I do on a daily basis, and I forget some of them things, and don't remain grateful and forget to be grateful. Like, I can be at a given moment at any given time.
Exactly right. That's right.
I agree, man. It's sad to say, like, and this is just my opinion. In this world nowadays, it's getting crazy.
Yes, it is.
and it's scary, so I had to just remain grateful and first and foremost, focus on me and my life, but then help others also.
Yeah, man.
That's just a sign of gratitude right there, just helping others because we all need help. I do. I
Right.
need help on a daily basis. I don't know
Right.
how you, but I do.
Hey, and whatever works, man, whatever works, you take it one day at a time. If helping others helps you, then God bless, man. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, that's in the Bible. Treat others as you would expect to be treated. You know what I mean? And like if you're down and out, you'd love for some help. You know what I mean? So when you're up and doing okay, like feel free to help out, man. You know what I mean? Whether it's spare change, helping some lady with her trash or her groceries, anything.
I agree, man. And you don't ever know what people are going through.
Exactly right.
Act of gratitude or act of kindness, right, can change somebody's life. It really
That's
can.
right.
We can get stuck in because disease of addiction, right? And the disease I had is self-centered and selfish, right? And if I don't remain humble and practice things I've been taught in recovery and remain grateful, like I can lose myself in some of this stuff. So I have to remind myself it's not always about me. It's not always about me,
That's right.
So we'll go to the next. It says, use the breath to anchor yourself in the present moment. That's a good one. Our minds are always so easily pulled to busyness. Bring particular attention to feeling the breath or something in the body as you bring your shoulders down and your attention toward gratitude. So it's basically saying about breathing techniques, and that's something I'm also working on as of right now. So it's like breathe, take a breath, because life can get busy, right? The in and outs of I talked about earlier, the daily grind, the in and outs of day to day, and we can self care is important. If we lose yourself in the day to day stuff, then we can get in a sticky situation. If I don't remind myself, I have to do some of these things and practice gratitude and practice the principles, and I can get lost in the day to day stuff.
Yeah.
So,
That's why it's always good to have, if you can, try and maintain a routine in recovery. If you can get a routine that works for you, stick with it. Because once you fall off and you go on to some daily grind, just chasing after a dollar or chasing after a girl or something like that, you can lose yourself real quick.
I agree, real fast, definitely. And the routine, I like built that in the beginning, early recovery. Like I had to, because I was left with nothing, so I had to work and stuff like that. But that you can get lost in that routine too. Yeah, through the years, and have to be flexible. Like my recovery's first and foremost than anything else. Because if I don't keep it first, that's the first thing I'm going to lose.
Right.
But I learned to be flexible in other areas. Right.
I got you.
So it's definitely a routine is definitely a good thing. But when things happen and our routine is broken up, we can get a little lost.
Yeah. Well, life's going to throw its curveballs at you. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like you said, you got to be flexible, be ready,
Yeah. And then we have that foundation when life does throw you them curveballs and things happen that we don't particularly like, or even things happen in our lives. We can be working, paying bills, doing good, active kindnesses, being grateful, but life still shows up. So what foundation do you have when life squeezes you?
Right. Yeah.
It does. Things happen, and we have no rhyme or reason. So what do I have in my toolbox? What do I have in my coping skills? That when these things do arise, I can apply in my life.
Yeah, man.
And we'll go to this next one here. It says, next, bring to mind a sight you are grateful for. Move through your senses and find one thing to start with that. You appreciate that comes to you from the world of sight. If you have this available, It could be a color, a shadow, a shape, a movement. Remember, it will never be like this again. What do you see right now? And can you feel grateful that you can get to see this wherever it is? What I took out of that is like being grateful for our sight. I think I touched on it before, but like the little things, our feeling, our touch, our seeing, our hearing, right? The things that we get to enjoy, the eating, the little things that we think of, right?
Right.
Not big, because some people don't have them.
You know, that's what I try and tell people with this technology and these phones and these tablets. There's people that stare into these stupid things for 10, 15 hours a day. And my whole thing is, dude, that's not your life in that phone right there. That's somebody else's life. I mean, maybe you do your work on there, whatever, but when that's done, put it down and look up and look around you. Look at the people around you, your surroundings, and be grateful for that, because what you're staring at into that tablet all day, that's not your freaking reality, man. It's really not. That's you just wasting time looking at some cool shit on the internet or whatever you're doing, but it's not your life's reality. Your life's reality is when you put that down and you take a look around yourself. You know what I mean? And if it's not good, fix it. But if it's good, be grateful for it, man. And like, put the phone down once in a while. Take a look around. Look outside and see the weather. And, you know, oh, man, it's a beautiful day. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day. You know what I mean? Like, I see so many people that are trapped. Their minds are just trapped in this technology nowadays. And, man, it's so sad, dude. It's so freaking sad. Like,
I agree.
It's unbelievably sad, man. I don't have the greatest way with words, but I just, you know, I see it, and I'm glad I grew up when I did in the 70s, and we didn't have all this, man, where if you had to go outside and play with friends, you had friends, and you had sports, and you had activities, you had rainy days, you had sunny days. But you know what? Now that I'm older and I look back, I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed all of it, man. You know what I mean? Like being able to this computer technology nowadays, like people are sitting down in their basements, like lost down there, freaking, you know, they eat down there. It's like, it's craziness, but whatever. I'm grateful.
You're showing great gratitude by being thankful that is you grew up where you did grow up. You know, it's a different area in life right now, because you're right. Listen, I can be guilty of it sometimes. I look on YouTube and stuff like on my downtime, but I don't make that my way of life.
Right.
People have a way of life of doing this technology stuff. And listen, life is going by.
Yeah.
It's dwindling away. Listen, life is too short. That's why I gotta be grateful to just be alive. You can be
man.
Tomorrow. You know, if you're stuck in stuff, it doesn't matter. Not even technology, whatever you're struggling with, life is just going by, you know.
Exactly right. Exactly.
You know, so I'm grateful that I have a sense of awareness that like this is not too good. I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing or looking on the phone for hours on end or whatever the case may be. Right? I have a sense of awareness, you know.
Yeah.
If some people are just not aware of it. You know?
I know it.
They think it's a way of life, you know?
Yeah. And it's because they're like handed this stuff at such a young age now. When I was a kid, my mom opened the door and was like, be home when the street lights come on. You know what I mean? Like now, to shut a kid up so that like they have a babysitter, they hand them a tablet at like 4 years old. They're getting a tablet. And then they're just sitting there like video after video, cartoon after cartoon. I mean, dude, I had cartoons on Saturday cartoons, you know what I mean? And then like the rest of the week after school was like, go out and play, be home when the lights come on, dinner will be on the table type crap. And now it's
kids.
Exactly.
Kids riding bikes, skateboard, or whatever it is, some outside activity.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just the social life of being around people and like communicating with people. You know, when you're on this stupid stuff here, like you might sit here and text back and forth people, but how are you going to act when you don't even know that person. You met them on here. You've been texting with them for freaking a year. Now it's time to meet them face to face. It's going to be totally different, man. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't going to know how to act around them. It's, I don't know. I'm just grateful. Like I said, when I grew up, when I did, like I think we had the best music. I don't know. Just, I'm grateful, man. I'm very grateful.
And
Like you said, right on it.
Everybody, you know,
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
generation now, it's a different era, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I too, I can relate, and I definitely, I'm grateful that I grew up when I did, right? Because
Yeah.
the music and all that stuff, the way we were brought up a little bit, it was different. But I'm grateful
Yeah.
that I was grown up in that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, there's a lot of things I would have done maybe a little bit different, but I'll tell you what, everything that I did in my life made me who I am right now. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. Like, I did a lot of bad shit in my time, but it made me come out who I am on the other side to what I am today. And I'm grateful I survived it, because I know a lot of my people that didn't survive it. They're either in prison for life or they're dead, and I'm still here.
I agree with that too. Yeah, I'm grateful for the good things, the bad things, and the things I don't like. It just,
Yeah.
you know, I'm fortunate that I didn't die.
Yeah.
I had another chance, you know. So I'm also, I definitely relate to that. And
Yes, sir.
You know, we made it through just for a day, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you showing up, Jason. I really appreciate it, man.
Nah, man, dude, I was in my truck and I was on my way there, and then I something said, check your email, and I checked the email because I didn't think it started till 1. For some reason, I had it in 1 o'clock in my head. So I'm like, all right, I leave now and I'll make it and blah, blah, blah. Because I'm all the way down in Vineland, you know, South Vineland. And something said, check it. And then I seen that you invited me, and it said for 12 p.m. And then I clicked on, I was on there at 12:01. But it wasn't my camera and my mic, something with my browser. And like I said, I'm not about this technology crap. I had to go get my roommate, and she is working in the basement right now on a computer. She knows all about this crap. And I was like, what's this browser crap? Like, it's not I go on Zoom meetings all the time, but now this link, it's not letting me have a mic or a camera. Like, the dude's not even gonna know I'm there. And she just set it up for me, man. And that's why I popped on late.
Pop up, but it was saying that you weren't connected. So
right.
I was waiting for you to pop on and log in.
Yeah, man. Hey, what time is the one on Thursday?
Thursday. Let me see. So this Thursday we don't have a meeting because it's 4th of July.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, this Thursday we don't have a meeting. But
I got you.
We have AA and NA meetings that are coming in person.
I got you.
We send out links. Let Jason and everybody else know that we send out links prior to the meeting. So
right.
Maybe an hour before, we'll send out a link that we're going to have.
Okay.
Today was our Gratitude Tuesday at 12.
Right.
We have one at 2 and one at 5:30 today. So
you have one at 2. You have one at 2 o'clock and 5:30 today.
Yes, correct. Yep. So,
okay. Shit, I'm gonna try and make that 5:30 one in person. If not, send me the link. But I'm gonna try and make it over there in person.
Yep, we send them out every time we do a meeting. We send a link out.
What do you send it out? About a half hour or an hour before?
An hour. It changes, but about an hour.
Okay. All right, man. Well, it's good seeing you, Paul. Good meeting. I appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it too, bro. You guys have a great day. Like I said, my name's Carl. I'm a recovery coach here at Calvary Recovery Center. That was our Gratitude Tuesday for the meeting. Until next time, we'll see you later.
All right, boss. Have a good one.
See you, brother.